Hello, Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining today on another Tuesday call, a weekly call. Why do we do this every Tuesday? Because it feels so good. A little tired today. Actually, I was outside thinking, what am I going to speak about today? Talking, and the sky was split in two, blue sky and sun, and then this big dark cloud in the distance. Well, that big dark cloud is upon us right now, and I'm in the midst of a thunderstorm. And I do have backup. My phone should kick in if I lose power again, but we won't know if it kicks in unless it happens. So hopefully, by the grace of God and these beings of light, we will keep this connection strong. But if something does happen, I will try to reattach as best as I can. But if we do get disconnected, the love will still flow until 10 o'clock. So I have, I think I'm going to keep this call pretty synced again. I know sometimes I'm kind of all over the place, but I just scribbled down 3 or 4 notes as I was sitting here quietly. And it's kind of been brewing up from my own experiences with my clients and myself. And, I always think, isn't this really interesting how our environment, our reality reflects back that things that we need to learn. And it's endless learning. Now, I don't know about all of you, but from the people I'm speaking with, from myself, it is an endless journey. When we hit a milestone and we make a breakthrough and we're living in that nice, that nice level plane, something then starts to bubble up. Or it could just be the people I'm speaking with, including myself, are the ones that are doing the self-work. So that's why we kind of go into phases of work, and then a bit of rest, and then back into it. Although I always think the resting part comes it's just very short sometimes. So it's like we don't get that rest. So thank you for joining today. We have the meditation to come, the healing. So if you feel stuff bubbling up, allow it to bubble up. You might feel emotional. You might feel pains in your body starting to exaggerate. That is just what happens for some people before this call. I know I've actually, before the call, got my heavy heart started to come in at about 6:30, 7 o'clock. And I said, it's been kind of going up and down, but there's so much happening on this planet right now. And as I said in many different calls, we're all in our own realities. And sometimes, although we're in a glass, we can see through to other realities. So if we're looking through to some of the realities, they look pretty harsh, they look pretty heavy, they feel heavy, and that can hurt our heart as we want to do more. But what can we do? So when we're looking at those images or feeling that sadness, and I did a video today because there's so many people saying they've waking up the last few days with worry in their heart, anxiety, uncertainty, but they don't know where it's coming from. And I gave an example of one thing it could be, and it's the fact that we share planet Earth, and we all breathe the same air, and we all share the same water molecules. And in that video, I was just saying that how can we not have a heavy heart when there's so much turmoil going on this planet of ours, to our brothers and sisters, because we all are one. So how do we get out of that? It's taking those deep breaths, reconnecting. But what always makes me feel good is when I take a few deep breaths, really connect into a higher vibration, and then send out love and peace energy to everyone and everything, knowing that the highest, most powerful energy on earth is the frequency of love. And that's how I do my part. And it gives me some closure or some kind of condolence that I've done something. And then on Tuesdays we come together and we are all sending out beautiful energy. And this energy comes together as one, and we just imagine this beam of light that surrounds Mother Earth and flows through her and touches the energy fields and hearts of all of humanity. And that is compassionate action. Because although, we're not out on the fields helping people, we are holding the frequency of love, sending it out with those thoughts of compassion and peace, which does tremendous benefit for all of humanity and this planet. So thank you for joining me, whether you're watching this live or in replay. It works. You're part of it. The one thing I would like to mention is we can give easily, but get into a state where you're going to receive it back. The way this works is there's this surplus of energy that gets created, and it's made available to everyone and everything, but not everyone can accept it. They're just not in the receiving mode. So it's like this excess energy. Well, what happens is it comes back tenfold to us. So what we send out blesses you. What you bless blesses you back. So we're blessing, we're getting it back, which is lovely. So do get into that receiving mode. And if you're not sure what that means, simply say, wouldn't it be nice if I allowed this beautiful energy to come in today and bathe me in it? So that it just can be that simple. So today, the chat I want to talk to you about is I talk about we heal layer by layer by layer by layer, and it just keeps getting more darkness out, light comes in, more darkness out, light comes in, more darkness out, light comes in. Our light quotient goes up, our light quotient goes up. We become more higher consciousness. And then we start to look at our past, and then we regret the past, we're embarrassed of the past, we're shameful of our past. But that is just an indication that you're a new person and your programs and belief systems have changed so much, so you can see something you did in the past may have not been the right choice for you. So let that go. It's just an indicator. So look at it a different way. Wow, I feel resentment or shame, embarrassment because I'm not that person anymore. So you bless that person, that aspect of you. So I'll usually say, Brenda, thank you so much for going through those experiences because you brought me here I am today with much wiser, with much more discernment, but it's a gradual healing process. So as we're healing layers by layers, a lot of people have been doing these calls for 3 years. A lot of people have been doing healing journeys for even longer than that. And I'm 15 years going at it almost every single day. And a lot of people are, and they're like, when does it end? But have you started to notice that you're coming to the core of a lot of your issues? Sometimes it's just so apparent because everyone you're speaking to, everyone you're talking with, the books you're reading, the YouTube videos that pop up are kind of all saying the same sort of thing. So I'll give you an example, but first I want to explain how powerful you are. You know, there are some texts out there, maybe some people still believe this, that humans only use 10 to 15% of their brain. Now that's consciously, but we actually use all of our brain, 100% of our brain. And the way we use it is to create the reality we're in. We are so smart that we're able to trick ourselves, create a reality that says we don't know anything. And then the fun is we have to work our way out of this puzzle, out of these learnings, out of these experiences and challenges we set up for ourselves. I know that's mind-blowing. And if you're just tapping into a call like this might be like, okay, this girl's nuts. She doesn't know what the heck she's talking about. I get that. This concept is not for everyone. So take it with a grain of salt, and you don't have to agree, you don't have to believe what I'm saying. Your heart intelligence knows your truth. All right? But the cool thing is, as you start to expand, and you have to expand slowly and gently because we want to still have continuity in this lifetime. And we have created these beautiful lives for ourselves. So we have this aspect of our soul coming in, having a human experience. And in that human experience, we put in our Akashic records what we want to experience, where I'm going to be born, who are my parents going to be, what am I going to look like, and then what are the main things I need to learn. A lot of old souls and light workers have a common thread. And what did they come to learn? Self-love, self-worth. And we will come in with some pretty heavy stuff to learn. That is why many of us have these very long, tedious, somewhat hard, challenging healing journeys as we become who we were meant to become. We chose this. And when you're in the middle of your challenges, when you're in the thick of the crap, we don't want to be here. We've had enough. I would have never chosen this. I would have never chosen those parents. I've never chosen those experiences. There's no way I would have chosen this. But imagine, here you are, in broader view, your oversoul, who knows everything. And when you know everything, it's not that much fun because you know everything. So you decide, I'm going to have a really neat challenge. I'm going to become Brenda Ferrugia. I'm going to be born in Toronto with these parents. I'm going to go through all these experiences so I can learn these core beliefs, these core lessons I need to learn. Self-love, worthiness, self-acceptance, all those things. And I'm going to meet up with my friends on the other side, these souls that are really good friends of mine, and some of them are going to play my friends and some are going to play my antagonists, but they're doing it as a favor. I love this analogy because someone had a near-death experience, and this person went through some pretty horrific things. When he had his near-death experience and he went to all that is, that world of light, he was talking to some of his souls that were his friends. And one of his souls was the person who gave him a very challenging life in this lifetime. He was abused by this person. And he said, I did it for you, man. I did it. I'm not saying he spoke like that, but the gist of it was, hey, I love you so much that I was willing to become an aspect, an expression, a person that would play the part of the person who abused you to help you learn what you needed to learn out of the love I have in my heart for you. Now, this guy was mind blown. When he came out of his near-death experience, he said, wow, I just had a different perspective. All of our experiences happen because we kind of set them up, these contracts beforehand. And it's neat because how do you know somebody, a soul you set up a contract with, is actually going to meet up with you? Well, what happens is when you meet up with that person, there's like the soul contract kind of gets activated, and that activation starts playing you in the roles of the aggressor and the victim and this and that. But you're not really a victim because you wanted to learn this. You created this on the other side. So it kind of is complicated because why would we ever ask for this to happen and that to happen and that to happen? But how many of you out there through your healing journey can say that some of my worst experiences were my best teachers? The illness I got was one of the best things I could have got because, wow, it enlightened me. Or that ex of mine put me through so much turmoil that I finally realized I deserve love. And when you get to the other side of things and you have that broader perspective, it's a really cool thing. And you can look at life and say, wow, I came into this to learn. I came in here to do these great things. And it's really quite exciting. So our brain is playing this really big part in creating this reality. Everything we're going through, the people we work with, our family members, our friends, our partners, people we meet off the street even, are coming in, and they are mirroring back what is going on in our subconscious, what we came here to learn, all those things. So here we are, learning these things and saying, okay, wait a second, I'm going to take this a step further now. I've done so much healing, layer by layer by layer. Why am I not getting out of this situation? What is it in me that is causing the same stuff to happen? And I'll always ask people to go deep and look at their patterns of behavior. Now, when we're looking at our patterns of behavior, most of us will say, oh yeah, I have an abandonment issue, or it's undeserving, it's unworthy. But recently, and this is where this next level has come in. I'm just going to drink some water. Sorry, my throat's really dry. So what's happening is, as we're going deeper and deeper in the layers, what I am noticing is people are really starting to get to the core of their issues. And it could be because we've gone through that solar eclipse where a lot of people have had a really big shift in learning about themselves or growth. We've gone through some pretty intense solar flares, biggest ones that have ever been recorded in many, many years. There's a lot of energies that are helping humanity heal. For those who are open, they're accelerating our healing. For those who are not open, they might feel more agitated more than ever. They might have some, thoughts that are coming across that aren't so nice. They might be having a harder time with life. For those of us who are open, we might be having some emotional turmoil as things are coming to the surface. A lot of people are reporting old wounds coming to the surface, physical wounds, emotional wounds. Like, why are these coming to the surface? This didn't happen. This happened when I was in 8th grade, or maybe when I was 6 years old. Why is it coming up now? Haven't I done enough healing? Shouldn't this all be over? I wish I could say, yes, it should be over. But what I'm noticing, and I'm going through it as well, I've been doing this for 15 years. And I'm having extreme amounts of light coming in, and light energy spins fast. And the dense energy is leaving at this lower, denser energy. And you can just feel these waves of energy coming in, which can be very uncomfortable. And then as things are coming up, I'm like, okay, what's going on? How much more do we have to let go? But I'm used to this, so when I go through these big shifts, it is uncomfortable. I don't like the feeling, but it's manageable because I know what to expect. And generally, I'll just get downloads of information. I just know things. I'm like, oh, how do I know that? But when something has come into my learning, a process of how to go into trying to trick the brain, get it out of that negative pattern. Do you remember in one of the calls, maybe it was 2 calls ago, I was talking about when you're in a negative pattern of belief, the dark energy part of our ego that doesn't want us to change will trick us, making us feel like we're in a room with no exit. Even though no matter where you are, in the darkest of the dark, there's always a light. There's always a door to the light. Sometimes it's only a little crack that's open, but the dark energy will cover that so we don't see it. We're too scared to open it. We don't want to go through it because it plays a bunch of tricks. Now, if I said, don't let the tricks get you, keep working, find out what, move through it. But now we want to find out the belief. And when you're working through finding what is my negative belief, that has tricks in it as well. So a lot of it will hide under things like I'm undeserving, I'm unworthy, I'm abandoned, I'm not likable. And if you clear that belief and you're still having those same patterns, that means you haven't cleared the belief that is the actual, really root of that issue. But how do you find it? So through this process, you kind of work through it and you kind of go through different levels. If that doesn't work, you try another level. But I've been working with people thinking it's going to be like a 30-minute quick thing. Some of them have taken 90 minutes because as we follow one trail, we follow another trail, you follow another trail. It's really quite interesting. But many of the people I've been working with lately, it's interesting. So I want to know if these resonate with you. A lot of people have been coming to the core beliefs that are holding them back as I am insignificant, I am invisible, I am unimportant, I am rejected. Those were some pretty heavy things that came out. And it was not just from one person, not just from another, but I'm just like, whoa. This was really eye-opening to me because if you think about it, although they're kind of common, they're all negative energies. Every negative energy has its own energetics to it. So it can hide and say, oh no, it's unworthy, you're unworthy, and you're trying to work on, I'm unworthy, I'm going to clear this up, I'm going to clear this up. But all along, you have this very deep issue that you're insignificant. I mean, that's deep. Insignificant? If you are a human being on this planet, you matter. Creation does not make mistakes. There is no way that you can be unworthy, never mind insignificant. That doesn't make any sense. So the dark energy has played with us so deeply to make us feel insignificant. Wow. So you are significant. You do matter. Actually, you're magnificent and you're a powerful creator. So you want to get to the core. So play around with this when you're having conversations with friends, with family, with coworkers. Look at the underlying tone. What's triggering you? What's coming back? What's mirroring to you? And then if you have the courage to start working on yourself and saying, I'm going to go deeper and look at this negative belief and see if that's the issue. If that's not the issue, maybe it's this one. If it's not this one, maybe it's that one. Never give up because you will get to the core of that negative belief. And how do you know you have released the right one? Well, when you feel better. And it's possible to feel better. So if you're having this uncomfortable feeling, it's not going his way, go figure out what that belief is. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. It's no longer needed. You are beautiful, you are magnificent, you matter. And I can't say that enough, but if you are here on planet Earth, you matter. You know, humans are a template. We're not a race, we're a template because we house our oversouls to have expressions and we're all higher consciousness. Some of us are from different places. So you might be from a 5th dimension, 6th dimension, 7th dimension, all the way up to 40-dimensional being. Anything over 40 apparently didn't want to be a part or didn't want to partake on planet Earth. But planet Earth gave us or gives us the opportunity as an all-knowing being in a different higher dimension to come into human form, and it kind of crystallizes to become a 3D. Actually, we were 5D and then moved to 3D. But we become these beings where we can forget everything and then have these kind of Akashic records and kind of like programs in the background to help us go through life so we can experience what we came to experience. How exciting is that? How magnificent is creation for us to be able to do this? How blessed are we to be on planet Earth that she's given us this place to play out these experiences and challenges. So sometimes when I start to feel a little self-pity, I've been doing this for so long, I know I'll keep doing it, but when will I see a huge shift? Although people around me say, Brenda, you've changed so much. You moved from here to here to here. Sometimes it doesn't feel like it's fast enough. And then sometimes it feels like it's too fast and you're hanging on. We're funny that way. It's not fast enough. Then it goes too fast and it's like too fast. So we're kind of funny that way. Our soul's journey is just that, a journey. We will never stop learning, never stop growing until the day we transition off this planet. And then when we come back, we'll come back at the level we left. So why not get as much learning and releasing as much as possible? Because most likely we'll probably be back. Why? Because it's exciting to be back. Because when we leave this planet, it's like waking up saying, whoa, you know what? Brenda did so many great things, but there's so much more I want to go and experience. So this time I'm going to be this person. I'm going to live here. I'm going to do this, 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 and this. Pretty neat, right? Does anyone think that's cool? Or hopefully I made some sense. The one thing I really want to put forth is never give up on yourself. We're going through accelerated healing for those of you who are open to it. So there's a lot of uncomfortable things. Some people are reporting headaches, can't sleep at night, hot sweats, cold sweats, emotions, old wounds coming up for healing. And you know what? Just work through them. Be open to understand, what am I learning from this? Because when you ask, you will receive the answer. But you have to be open to receiving it. And that is the most difficult thing to do for people. Is it's really hard to see that reflection. Or, no, that was her problem. Well, if that person's in my life and I'm talking to her about her problem all the time, I probably have the same problem or something very similar. Look at your friends. And when you start to look at your friends, you'll be like, oh my gosh, we all kind of like act the same. We all kind of have the same undertone of things. And, it's kind of neat to just really self-reflect and say, what makes me tick? And don't be scared of it, because there's nothing to fear. Fear is just an illusion. This is just us learning who we are. And, I wake up in the morning and I go, goodness me, I know so much. And then I know so little. The healing journey is all about balance, because we do know so much and that we know so little. It's really neat. And with that, we'll go into the healing call, portion of the call, because we're in the call already. And we'll get that energy flowing. Although I've been having waves up and down since we started. And we are in the midst of a thunderstorm here. And we've been really great. So let's keep that up. But if for some reason during the healing call we get disconnected, I am going to stay on this end for the full 30 minutes. It's 9:30 now to 10 o'clock, sending out energy, because I'll have my eyes closed. So if we do disconnect, I might not even notice. But just stay in that energy for as long as you wish. Some of you might have some bubbling up of emotions, of pains. You don't have to remember where they're from, why you have them. You can just simply say, it's bubbling up, I'm ready to release them. These emotions, these beliefs no longer serve me. They're ridiculous, they're insignificant. And as of today, cold turkey, they're done. In this new energy, it's that simple. It is done. And then believe, know, and trust it. That's, I think, the key here. Believe, know, and trust. I ask people, do this process on your own. I can't. I need you there. That's just their belief. Everything, it's too hard. No, that's just a belief. So anything, like any limitation, really is just a belief. All right, but I would like you to believe that you're magnificent. I would like you to believe that you can heal anything. Your body, your mind is so powerful. So get into your cozy positions, whether you're laying down and ready to drift. whether you're sitting down and you're going to be a little more conscious. A lot of people are reporting that they go into this state where they're snoring, they can hear themselves snoring, they're kind of awake, not awake. So it's that meditative different wave that you're in during this. And it's all good. For those of you who might feel like there is a block, just breathe through the block. There's not a block there. Just let the resistance go. This love energy, this frequency is so powerful that it's going to dissolve the darkness, dissolve the dense energy, dissolve the resistance, so it can give you exactly what you need. You are in your own octahedron of love. You are connected in love. There is nothing to worry about. You are completely safe. So when you're taking those deep breaths or allowing those deep breaths, allow yourself to go and know that you are loved and being taken care of, and everything that's happening is for your highest good, because it is your higher self that's in charge. So I'm going to get the music going. It's actually saying, I have an error on my screen saying that viewers may not be experiencing a smooth streaming experience. Let me know if it looks okay on your end. I'm just going to keep talking because we're going back into the healing session. I'm going to play the music. Please let me know if the music sounds good or not. Okay. What is this? 1 second. Okay, it looks like my music has changed. I don't remember changing this, so that's what I remember. Okay, sorry, I went to drink. This is the music. This is my voice. I'll keep talking, see if there's a balance issue. Do we need the music up higher, or do we need the music lower? I can't really change my voice much, so the choice is the music. Let me know. I'm going to be drinking a bit of water. Good evening, everyone. So I see there's a few familiar faces and some new faces. Hello there. And I do remember Bethany. Hello, Bethany. Hello, Amanda, Lynn, Larry, our regulars, Renata, Amanda. Hello, everyone. Okay, my eyes are starting to blur because when I get into the healing energy, my eyes don't work. My contacts don't work anymore. Okay, so actually, she just said music a smidge higher. Thank you. I will go and pull that up a bit. My smidge higher. All right. There is Denise. Hello, Denise. Hello, Vivian. It sounds good. Okay, I just moved it up a bit. I hope it's okay. Okay, guys, the energy's already flowing. We're going in. If the music's really off, let me know. I think we're good. But I'll peek here and there if I have to adjust, all right? First off, I would like to thank all of you for being here. The energies that come together are tremendously powerful. If I was doing this alone, I could not create this much energy. So I thank you all for being part of this. Not just for me, not just for yourselves, not just for your family and your friends and your pets and your homes, but for this beautiful planet and humanity, because we are all in this together. And as this love frequency flows and we heal, we're going to hold that light for those that we care about, those that we meet, those that we see, those that we engage with. And then that wave of energy is going to just beautiful, beautiful energy is going to encompass the earth bit quiet compared to your voice. Okay, I'm going to turn down my voice. Hold on. All right. Tell me if that's okay, Lynn. Thank you. I'm watching even though I'm starting the thing. All right, everyone. You're allowing deep breaths. And as you allow deep breaths, I want you to bring in that energy anywhere in your body that you're feeling tension. Imagine it, see it as white light. And some of you can see it as blue colors and green colors and white light. And if you don't see it, you might feel it. And if you don't feel it, it's happening regardless, not to worry. This beautiful light as you're inhaling, bringing it to any places in your body where you have pains or stress. And then you're going to exhale, just letting it all go. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We got the good volumes happening. We got this beautiful energy coming in. We have these beautiful souls on the call. And wow, you're lighting up so beautifully. Allowing those emotions to come up. Allowing those old beliefs that no longer serve you. Those reoccurring patterns of thought. Let's get to the bottom of those. What could it possibly be? Tonight, you can let go any beliefs that you feel might be holding you back. Hey, today, I thought, when Brenda said insignificant, I felt that. I felt like I'm insignificant. Well, today, you are going to replace that, dissolve it, transmute it, and bring in a powerful, I matter, I am significant, and I will no longer buy into the old negative belief that was never true. It is canceled out. Cold turkey today. You can do that with any belief you feel coming up. Just let it go. We can do this in this new energy, because imagine and know, trust and believe that we are surrounded by these beings of light that love us so much. This pure divine energy of love and healing that is really putting in that extra ounce of energy to help us heal and break free. Allowing deep breaths, allowing the energy to do whatever it needs at this time for you. It's like it's scanning your system, your energetics, your emotional, your physical, your mental field. It's clearing your chakras and balancing them. Your auric field is being cleared. There are many beings of light doing whatever is needed for you at this time. So based in the love, know that you're worthy, and put a little extra note. I give permission to heal. I deserve to heal. I matter. I am significant, and I'm allowing this healing today. Doesn't that feel so empowering? Doesn't that feel exciting? Can you feel the cells of your body vibrating in excitement? In this new powerful energy, we have the power to have a miraculous healing, a profound healing, something so magnificent. Something no one's going to believe, so just keep it for yourself. Don't let them talk you out of it. If it's something you believe can happen, then know it can happen. Believe it and stay very firm in that belief, and then allow the universe to deliver it. Some of you might feel that energy as a tingling sensation up and down your body. Others might feel it as a wave wrapping around. Some warmth and cold. Some just a lightness. And some of you have already drifted off into your meditative state. And you're floating in the stars and the galaxies. Weightless. Without any cares, just pure bliss of love. You're healing at your own pace. We're releasing any negative energies, interferences, belief patterns, traumas, moments in time, soul fragments. Just asking, knowing, and trusting that everything that needs to heal today is coming to the surface. And whatever releases today will never come back. Just let it go, no longer needed. And in its place, you're holding more light, and your light quotient is increasing. And as you become more aware, you'll notice there's more options. You'll see more light and dark, but you're in that power to decide what is good for you going forward. You're going to make those right decisions for you with more discernment and love. And as this beautiful healing continues, we're going to set that intention. We're going to send out this energy to anyone we might be concerned about or worried about. You don't have to say why. This beautiful energy knows, but you can intend this beautiful, healing, powerful energy. Surround the ones that you care and worry about. And it is up to their higher self to accept the healing or not. We can't force it. We can only make it available. We'll take a few moments now to make that list. They can be close by, across the seas. There are no limits. You can imagine all the ones that you've intended are in these beautiful liquid bubbles of love, receiving the healing for their highest best, whatever they will allow at this time. It is always best to see our loved ones and ourselves in our best, highest state, so we can pull them to that state. We don't want to dwell on where they're at or what's hurting. Imagine them, perfect, healing, happy, laughing. Imagine yourself in those states of bliss and fun. You deserve it. We all do. We are now intending this beautiful energy to fill your home. Your home has these waves of master light entering. And as they enter, these waves of light, any dark energy is being replaced. We're bringing a higher vibration into your house. We're bringing peace and harmony and love. And this healing energy is starting to work on anyone in your home, your pets, your family, your friends. Even if they're not attending the call, if their higher self will allow the healing, it will happen. And they're doing that without really understanding. They could just be in their house doing homework, sleeping. It's up to their higher self to allow it or not. But for those of you who have animals on the call, you might notice they're very relaxed as they allow this beautiful energy to work on their system, bringing them into balance, releasing any negativity. Animals are so beautiful and open. Your healing is continuing. Just relax and allow. We can feel those heavy hearts have been released and replaced with God's love and light. The anxieties just melted away. Worries seem so silly. What was I ever worrying about? I know I'm protected. I know I am loved. I'm feeling more clarity, more balance and reconnection. Remembering this state. Anchoring this state of love so deep within yourselves. And as this beautiful energy continues to do the work, There's nothing you really need to do but stay in a state of allowance, of appreciation and thanks for the healing, and openness to allow, to be vulnerable and allow those beliefs to come to the surface that make us uncomfortable. Whenever you do something for yourself that is positive and loving, it can only have a positive outcome. Allowing that love to penetrate deep in your cells, releasing cell memories, and replacing them with love, reconnection. And if you have tears coming to the surface, that's just breaking some of those negative beliefs. Just allow them to flow. And now we're going to start our beautiful healing for Mother Earth and all of humanity. We're all a part of this healing today. Whether you're watching this live or not, you're included. We are going to imagine, know, trust, and believe that this beautiful beam of light is coming through your heart, out of your heart. And all of our beams of light are meeting with this beautiful swirl. And it can be any color you imagine. I see it as white light, but you can almost see blues and purples and greens swerving within it. And this beautiful, powerful being of light, this wave of light, is now starting to encompass Mother Earth. Mother Earth, we thank you for the beautiful trees that act as our guardians, the plants and the animals that love us so, for the air that we breathe and the water that we drink. We are blessed to be in such a beautiful place. And we see the beauty in everything. And we know the things we don't like, deep down at the core, they're part of divinity. So this healing is for everyone and everything. And we're intending this energy to go into the darkest places on earth and to the lightest places on earth. We're asking it to touch the hearts of every human being. Again, we're making it available. For those who can accept it, please do. And for those who cannot at this time, please know you are never alone. You are always loved, and you are part of divinity. We're all puzzle pieces, all important and unique, and we make up the whole. So wherever someone is, and whatever someone's feeling, may they feel that love, that nudge, that gentle whisper that they matter, bringing peace and calmness to this earth. May compassion and love weave through the hearts of humanity. Every animal, all the marine life, the plants, the birds, all of creation is being touched by this beautiful, loving, creative power. And as this beautiful energy weaves through, touching the hearts of so many, and this energy, although this meditation is slowly coming to an end, this energy will stay here for days to come. It is tremendously powerful. We will continue to get our healings, drink lots of water, and planet Earth and humanity will continue to get theirs. We're actually now going to intend this energy, although it's still working on us and planet Earth and all of humanity. Our consciousness is now moving into the multiverse, the universe, the galaxies, the Milky Way. We're sending those beams of light back to the beings of love that are assisting us today as we give thanks for their help. We are loved, we matter, we're important. You can continue to bask in the love that's there for each and every one of us. You're beautiful, you're powerful, you're magnificent. And as this healing energy continues to shine, to do its work, we're going to slowly reduce the music and move into the singing bowl. But for those who wish to stay in this beautiful state of meditation and healing, please do so. You can simply hang up the call. Or perhaps you're already in that state and can't come out. Not to worry. Bask in it. Allow the love to love you. And for those of you who are ready to come out of meditation, you're going to slowly start to move your body. Wiggle your toes, move your shoulders, your head, your neck. But even though you're coming out of meditation, this healing energy will still be with you as well. So continue to drink plenty of water, allowing whatever needs to be done for you to happen with ease and flow. In just a minute, I'm going to bring out the healing bowl. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. I'm still releasing with that one. My eyes were tearing up. It was pretty intense, as we always say. They get more intense every week, and I do love to baste in this energy. So we're still in it. Beautiful session. Thank you so much for joining. And no one's ever really late. We kind of include everyone who's intending to be there. And thank you everyone for joining. Sleep well, drink plenty of water, allow that healing to continue. And we'll see you next Tuesday. All right, everyone. Have a good one. Night, night.